And good evening, baseball fans, and welcome back to Game 2 here at Brown Stroud Field on the campus of Northwestern State University. Delighted to have you out with us. I am Doug Gann alongside of KP Miles, and I'm going to tell you that first game was something else. We endured an hour-and-a-half rain delay. Thankfully, though, had those crawfish meat pies, and that made the difference. Again, 446Sports delighted to bring you this one. The West wins game 1, 7-4, and we're ready for North and South. Yes, this was the 7 o'clock game, but to get us into it, we'll welcome in my broadcast partner, KP Miles. KP, that first one in the books.
First one's in the books. Feel like I'm at a travel ball tournament that got delayed, but hey, first one's in the books, so we're good. Looks like we're going to start the next one in about 5 minutes. North versus South.
Yeah, and we'll get into the starting lineups now, too, here as we are just a few minutes away. The South will be the visiting teams, and they'll lead off with Crash Menard. He played in this game last year. I got to believe he's behind the dish. You got a catcher with the name of Crash that leads off.
That could be the best name. I mean, Creek Smith's pretty Crash Menard.
But if you're leading off, too, that's great.
Yeah.
Batting second out of Southside is the center fielder, Parker Diaz. Parker Diaz will bat second and play center field. See there, Southside folks, we got it right there. Well, we've got a story for you about that one. That was kind of funny. Landon DeRuin will bat third and play third base. Batting fourth in the lineup today is their shortstop, Ryan Kahanen. Ryan Kahanen is their Cahanin. Batting fifth is the extra hitter in this. They'll bat 10. Both of them will bat. Maddox Bro. Maddox Bro is the extra hitter and will bat fifth. Batting sixth is the left fielder, Braden Fontenot. Batting seventh is Landry LeBlanc. He'll play second base. Batting eighth in this one tonight is the designated hitter, Jace Ferrygood. Batting ninth is Sebastian Ritto. He is the first baseman and cleaning things up. Batting 10th is Hank Sauer. Hank Sauer is there batting for the North end there. As we go through the lineup, leading things off will be the center fielder, Ethan Thrash. Will wear number 24 tonight. Hitting second, Dylan Williams plays shortstop. Drake Parker will play third and bat third. Blaine Lord wears number 16. He'll play left field and bat cleanup tonight for the North. Ryan Coleman, who bats fifth, will wear number 6 and play right field. And again, these will switch about midway through. We'll have that for you. Jackson Garner bats 6. He'll play second base. Russ Barrett wears 2, plays first, and bats 7th. Brett Bell will be behind the dish in this one. He wears number 4. Will bat 8th in the lineup. The extra hitter, Davis Long, number 15, bats 9th, and the designated hitter, Christian Ashworth, is on there, and we will get the starting pitchers for you in this one. KP, I don't think that we saw that on what we had.
Let's see. I think, if I'm not mistaken here, that for the
looks like the pitchers leading things off will be JC, number 31. Let me get to where number 31 is on the South's roster. That
Jason,
is going to be, Jason.
Good
got
luck
that,
with that
KP.
one. No, you got that, bro.
They call him JC. We're going to do the same thing.
We're going to go JC right there. JC is going to be the pitcher, number 31. He is going to start because we are going to butcher that and get somebody on the chat already.
JC it is.
JC. I like that.
Looks like Tyler Roach will lead things off on the hill. He'll go innings 1 through 3. That is number 1 that is number 21 for the North. 21 is Tyler Roach that will be there. And we're just a moment to we're going to head it over to our, we're not going to our public address. We're going to play right away. May need to give them a play ball because I don't think they know that.
So looks like we have a new plate umpire and the same field umpire. I was hoping that guy that did the first game did not have to hang around here and do 2. But it looks like we have a new U1 and the same plate umpire and the same one in the field. This is going to be, like you said, Doug, if we could get a pitcher's duel, that'd be great, but I'm not sure we can.
I wrote it down. I got a 1 beside them.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, and all of that. So, for the South. Getting things ready to go. We'll turn it to our public address announcer and let them get things going here. There you go. They'll roll right into this one and play ball. And, KP, we got you the starting lineups in this one. That's good to go. And underway. So, again, we told you the North is the home team. Looking around defensively in left field is Lord. In center field, Thrash. Right field is Coleman. Third base is Drake Parker. Shortstop, Dylan Williams. At second base is Jackson Garner. Over at first base, Russ Barrett. And the battery tonight for your North team behind the dish is Brett Bell, and Tyler Roach will get the start in this one. Tyler Roach out of Ruston, and that's a familiar name to you District 2-5A folks. We've seen that before, no doubt about it. Certainly know that he can throw the ball well.
Yeah, we watched him this year come to Ash a couple times, or one time, and throw the ball really well, actually. Very impressive young man. So looking to probably continue that tonight. Looks like like I said, we got a new plate umpire, same field umpire. Trying to cool off a little bit here, Doug, and hopefully we can get 9 innings in a reasonable. Let's just say reasonable. Let's use that word, reasonable amount of time.
Let's stick with reasonable to say the least.
Yep, reasonable would be a great way for us to put it.
A couple of things we've learned is that when it rains here, it gets out of there pretty quick. You would think that the turf is dried out pretty good, but you get into that nighttime air where that moisture starts to set in, and you could see some long-distance sliding. That got the east a couple of times.
I just went out there to get these lineups. The ground is wet. The grass out there is still wet. There's no doubt about that. We also have learned now that you don't necessarily have to work for 446 Sports to be a part of the Jinx.
That's
you can actually be just anyone close to the microphone, and then all of a sudden here we are. So we're good. Looks like
Crash Menard will lead things off for this South team. Dude, I'm telling you, I love it.
He could not be anything but a baseball player.
Played in this game last year. Yeah. So it is Menard, it is Diaz, and it is DeRuin that will lead things off against Roach here in the top half.
This kid's got to be 15, 16, 17, or 18. For his whole life, he couldn't be anything but a baseball player.
Dude, I don't care what it is. You're playing baseball if you're doing that. And you're being a catcher.
That's right.
First one scheduled for 7 o'clock. It comes at 9:13, and it misses off the plate for ball one. It was a strike. All right, so I'm behind the pole, and that's the problem. But we'll get it now. Looking at a lot of different things. Roach's second pitch misses off the plate. And we got to get adjusted because we had the delayed call a little bit earlier.
That's a good way of putting it. Correct.
That one lifted high. Second base giving away. Going to camp out under that. KP, that's about the third sky-high ball we've seen.
Yeah, it is. Getting up under it a little bit. Going to bring up number 33, which
Parker Diaz will step in.
I'm sorry, number 36. 33 is in the hole. Parker Diaz, the center fielder.
Dies is the name for is the way that you spell Parker's last name. And there was an interesting story wrote about the Southside quarterback, which he is, and it reads Southside quarterback Parker Dies excels, and that one is lifted over, so we'll still be able to have a little bit of time for that story. And I mean, the outpouring of emotion in that,
I can only imagine,
was just, I mean, it goes viral.
Poor kid.
And we told him we would figure it out. And he plays for Jess Curtis down there at Southside, and that name familiar to a lot of folks around the state, multi-time state champion. That one fouled off. It is 0-1. Roach will stare in, stays from the stretch, fires back and delivers this one off speed and out of the zone, and evens things up at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that kid had to go through it right there. If that's what the headline read, that poor kid and his parents, my goodness.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
My goodness.
But Parker Diaz will stand in, ready to go, hitting here with one out. Roach fires this one across, and that one misses up and out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. North and South teams settling in after what has been a long, long delay tonight.
Yes, that would be a very accurate way of putting it.
2 balls, 1 strike. Roach comes set again, bounces and delivers. That one is smashed up and foul, and that'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, you could have something like Menard dies in a crash. There's all kind of possibilities there. But yep, Jess Curtis down there at Southside. I've heard there's great things going on down there.
Just played in this new stadium last year. 2-2 offering right back up the middle, and Parker's got himself a base hit to get things going here. So great job by the South center fielder, Parker Diaz, to go in there, and that will bring to the plate the third baseman, Landon DeRuin. One out and runner at first there, and Landon will try to keep things going. We talked about exit velo, KP, beforehand, and Landon DeRuin sits at 101, and that's flat getting it.
Yes.
Snap throw back over to first, not in time. Parker dives back in safely. Roach with the throw over.
Yeah, that is flat getting it. That's right. That's I can see.
Roach delivers this one. It is lifted high, and Fallon backing out of play up the hill.
He wasn't the young man that won the home run hitting contest, was he?
No, that was earlier. Brody Anderson. No, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't. It was. I'll tell you who it was here directly. I thought it was in that last game that we saw. Again, a throw over to first, but not in time.
Well, anybody, like I said, this is a big ballpark. If you hit some balls out of here,
you've done something.
You've done something. This is a big ballpark.
Brody Vicknair was the winner of that last night. And and numbers do match up too. His exit velo today was clocked at 102, and that certainly did get one launched and out of here.
Vicknair out of Riverside
Academy.
Yep, Riverside Academy.
Getting down in that New Orleans area. 0-2 offering from Ruston's Tyler Roach. Delivered here, up and inside, and misses ball one high.
Nothing there. You're not going to give anybody anything good to hit there on 0-2. You're trying to get him to chase.
Look, I don't know what would drive a coach more aggravation than that is an 0-2 pitch left out over the middle of the plate.
Right.
Boy, they are concerned about the multi-sport center fielder from Southside over there at first base.
Yep, good job over there by Russ Barrett putting the tag on him.
And Parker is off and going. Swung through that one. There's a shot that almost took the head off of Tyler Roach. That ball was thrown down in a hurry. Let's take a look at it once again, and you'll see that ball just grazed right over the head of Tyler. Zips down, and he's got a duck. A little bit of size to him out there on the hill.
That brings up Ryan Calhoun out of Lafayette, number 28. Ryan Calhoun, the shortstop.
Cahanin. Yeah, Cahanin. The shortstop is there. He'll get to hit with 2 down. And a runner at second. And that's why they were paying so much attention to Parker, because they knew the book move on him is he can scoot, and that's why you got him there at the leadoff spot.
Absolutely. So Cahanin out of Lafayette with a chance to drive in a run here early in this ball game.
And you got to think any contact, Parker will be off and going with 2 down. Roach looks back and continues. Nobody flashing, so nothing doing there. That one is in there for strike 2, and again, nothing in 2, and he was here on the last batter he faced.
Yep.
The base hit to Diaz sandwiched between the couple of outs that was there, that long high fly ball, and then the earlier strikeout. Nothing in 2 here, and watch for him to waste one. Outer half, not as high and tight as the last one was, but nonetheless off the plate for ball 1.
If I remember correctly, I think Roach pitched the game up in Ruston that we played against them, if I'm not mistaken. Pitched a good ball game. We had a few errors, but Ruston took the game up there in Ruston, and we came back and beat them at home the next night.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Roach looking to get out of it. Fires this one in again. Parker off and going, but that one fouled off the leg of DeRuin.
Yep.
Or correction, Cahanin. DeRuin, of course, the one earlier with the out. Again, KP, you talk about the dimensions out here, too.
It's a big ballpark.
It's a big ballpark, and the air is quite heavy out there. It's going to take a lot to get one up and out of here. Roach looks back. The 1-ball, 2-strike offering. 2 down here, top of the first. Up and out of the zone. Evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And although it has not rained in a while, again, I went out there to get those lineups. The grass is very wet, which means the field has to be wet.
Yeah.
And you got to be real careful, with sliding into second and just, the balls in general.
Well, you start to get that dew settling in on the evening time, and the later that we get, because, again, this game was supposed to be in the books by now.
Correct.
And we're just rolling into the top of the first, some 2 hours behind schedule.
Luckily, it's down to 72 degrees.
2-ball, 2-strike, 2 down. Curveball on the outside, held on to, and that is going to be strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Yep, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base at the end of half an inning of play. Your score, North 0, South 0. We'll be right back here in just one moment.
Back for the bottom half of the first inning, getting ready to get things going. They'll lead off with Thrash, Williams, and Drake Parker. That'll be the hitters here. You look around the outfield. In left field is Fontenot. In center field is Diaz. In right field, we'll make our way around and catch up with them momentarily. They didn't give them to us, so we'll get back to you anywhere. JC to the plate, and yes, and folks that know, it's just difficult on the name, and so I don't want to butcher it. First pitch set to deliver. Good-looking fastball takes the outer half.
JC's got some velocity, I can tell you that.
There's no doubt about it, and he gets that outside corner.
Thrash leading off out of Darbone Woods.
Swung on and missed. And let me tell you, that is the most pop that we've seen tonight out of a batter.
I would agree.
Swung on and missed and down on strikes.
Pitches.
What did they say? 3 quick strikes in there. Watch him swing through that one. And good-looking fastballs all through the way. And that will bring to the plate
Dylan Williams out of Ruston.
Yeah, Dylan, the shortstop there, will come in and hit.
He can run. We watched him play a couple times this year. Got some speed on him.
Another fastball that is just, you can hear it on our crowd mic, the way that he is just hammering that fastball in there.
4 pitches, 4 strikes. Make that 5 for 5. 0-2 here to Dylan Williams from Ruston.
Look, this is about as impressive as a start to a sequence of pitches that we've seen, and he's not messing around with anything. That's just dirty. He throws the off. Has a little movement on that. Same result, and down on strikes, and we'll take a look at it one more time as he comes over the top with it.
That brings up Drake Parker out of North DeSoto.
Boy,
third baseman.
Good-looking pitch, and that is back-to-back strikeouts now for JC. 2 up, 2 down, and it does bring up North DeSoto's Drake Parker. Parker playing third base, and KP, that's 7 straight.
2 pitches from immaculate inning.
Wow, I just that one lifted foul and and heading towards that long.
Oh, what a running!
Unable to get to it there. And it's nothing in two here.
Blue.
That's the one thing about it, KP, is that you've got a lot. As that room juts out behind the dugouts, there's a lot of room to go chase a foul ball, and great work getting all the way over there.
That's a great job there by Blue getting over there to make sure that he could see that catch. So 0-2 here to Drake Parker.
JC now will rock back and deliver. What a beautiful pitch.
Douglas, that is the start of a game. That's an immaculate inning. That's 9 pitches and 3 outs. That's pretty impressive to start an all-star game right there.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Nothing across. We will let that third strikeout take us to the break, but I don't care how you say the name. That is power pitching. And then to finish it off with that off-speed curveball, come on, man.
9 pitches, 3 outs, 0-0 after 1. We'll be right back here on 446 Sports.
Back to work we go here in the top of the second. We play Doug Gann alongside of KP Miles, bringing you the North and the South playing in this one.
JC with an immaculate inning, 9 pitches, 1 ball touched, which was a foul ball on the right field line. Other than that, 3 up, 3 down, sit them down.
Yeah, Maddox Bro will step in to lead things off here for the South.
That's pretty impressive right there, needless to say.
And look, Roach threw a tremendous inning in the top of the first as well.
He sure did.
That was as impressive of a set of a half inning and bottom inning that we've seen. Ground ball fouled back nearest the on-deck circle. They'll give chase and pick that one up. Good job of hustling over there and grabbing that one. It's Braden Fontenot, and he'll scurry back over to the on-deck circle.
He threw 9 strikes. 8 of them were not touched.
Yeah.
1 was hit to right field. That's a heck of a start right there.
Look, I'm going to tell you, there's no working around the mound, figuring things out. He just got up there and dealt.
Yep.
This is Bro that will step in. Takes that one in there for the strike.
And either they were all strikes or this umpire's like us. He's ready to go, one of the two.
Well, let me tell you,
strikes.
He was pounding the strike zone. And,
correct.
And that's all that you want to see out of a pitcher like that.
I'm sure as a coach, it doesn't matter if you throw 87 or 81 or 78. You want to see the strikes. You want to see those strikes.
And ultimately, KP, that's such a good point, because I don't care if you're throwing 77. If you're hitting inside and moving it out, now don't groove them down the middle. That one is fouled back as well. But if you're able to pinpoint your pitches, I mean, Maddox does it, Glavin does it. A lot of those guys do it with such craftiness. But if you can go inside, outside, up, down, and pitch where your pitching coaches are calling it, man, what a good night you'll have.
Agreed, without a question. No doubt whatsoever. So, Bro, the EH fouls that back.
Yeah, off the facade of this overhang that covers and kept a lot of folks out of the rain, and we'll redo things here, the full count offering. Leadoff hitter here is Maddox Bro. Roach fires this one in. It's lifted out to center field. Coming up, and he'll have to make that around Lafayette is about where he caught that in that state of Louisiana map that is out at center field. And that is going to bring up Braden Fontenot, the left fielder.
Braden Fontenot, the left fielder, out of Hahnville, 2027, so a senior this year, left fielder.
Picked up a softball state championship this year, did Hahnville.
First pitch from Roach is in there.
Yeah, that's in there for a strike. And Roach, again, another one of those that is all around the strike zone.
Without question, 2 great starts here from a couple of
That one
That is
smoked
smoked
over
to the
between
first
third
hit of
and
the game.
short, and it'll come in and be gathered back in. But that is, as KP said, the first base hit of the game.
Great job there from Fontenot. It's going to bring up Landry LeBlanc from St. Charles. Second baseman?
No. Yes, Landry LeBlanc. There he is.
Okay.
Yeah, so Fontenot with the base hit. He's at first. You see him just off to the right side of your screen, and LeBlanc will stand in. Landree, Landry LeBlanc. Swings, takes a mighty hack at that. Another one of those with triple digits. It's off now. Yeah,
Okay.
It'll catch up with them. It's off.
Okay. So LeBlanc, second baseman.
They're just a few seconds behind us on that feed.
Gotcha.
Roach will look in. Jams that one inside and misses. Ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down here. Base hit is in. Snap throw over to first, but I mean barely, maybe a step off of the bag.
Yeah, it looks like he's going anywhere.
No, and again, a lot of times these pitchers, KP, will just try to reset their own rhythm. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. We play in the top of the second. Time is called, and that's just a little bit of a chess match there between Roach and LeBlanc. You step off and throw the first, I'm going to call time and step out, and it's just a battle of wheels out there.
Absolutely.
1 ball, 1 strike offering from Roach is delivered, and it is
Hammered.
pulled foul. Yeah, that's a shot
Yeah.
down the line, and 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And the only thing better than Crash Menard is it's Krash.
No, absolutely.
I mean,
Look,
you can't. That's got to be.
Nah, you can't.
That's the best baseball name I've ever heard. I mean,
And, I mean, what foresight to know that your kid's going to be a catcher,
Right.
too. That's good stuff. This one driven over into right field. Halfway goes the runner. Now he'll chase back, does Fontenot. And that's going to bring Jace Ferrygood to the plate, the designated hitter, with 2 down.
very good out of Lutcher. The Lutcher.
Your Bulldogs.
Yep, Lutcher Bulldogs. We have one on this north or this south team. We've got a Lutcher Bulldog, a couple of South Terrebonne players, a couple of Vanderbilt Catholic players. Bell Chase.
Roach just blows that one right by Ferrygood for strike 1.
A couple of South Charles players, or St. Charles players. So, yeah, look.
St. Charles Comets, that's right. Roach will look over and give a little bit of a look. I don't, of course, I've been wrong every single time I've told what somebody was doing. Another good fastball that just fires past.
But if you've been wrong every time, that means you're consistent. That's all.
Consistently
that's right.
bad.
Well,
Let's just call it what it is. Nothing in 2 here. 2 down. We play top of the second. Roach trying to get out of this one with the 1 base runner. He'll rock back and deliver here. Good-looking pitch, but just misses up top, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. That's that 50-50 pitch. Half the folks in here are going to like it, half of them aren't. But a good job of laying off of that one from Jace, the center fielder.
Chad Menard, the head coach of the team that his son's playing for, met with him for the game, got his.
Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that is a Sabine State Bank strikeout that will end the inning.
1 hit, 1 runner left on base. No runs scored at the end of 1.5. 0-0 North versus South. We'll be right back here in just a minute on 446 Sports.
Back to work we go here in the bottom of the second. JC on for his second inning of work. KP, tell us about the first time he went out there tonight.
Well, he threw 9 pitches. One of them was fouled down the right field line. The other 8, nobody touched, and he threw what we would call an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 3 outs, and I'm fairly confident in saying he's not going to be able to do better than that in this inning.
No, the only thing you can do to turn that around is a 3-pitch inning.
That's correct.
And just have 3 pop-ups, and then you're just showing off.
Yeah, that's right. And, again, that's impressive. I don't know if I've ever seen that in my years of doing this. So, I mean, that was pretty impressive.
Getting back to work, here we go. Blaine Lord, the left fielder, will step in, trying to get things going here against JC. Goes first pitch hunting, and that is going to be a long fly out.
You're not
for one pitch, one out. There's no way we call that.
No,
it doesn't happen.
Blaine Lord out of FCCS. That's going to bring up Ryan Coleman. Coleman is out of Cedar Creek.
Let me tell you, I'm up there taking no matter what.
This is the one thing I want you to be right about. You're not. I mean, you've been wrong, but this is it. Right here.
There you go. JC will rock back, and he again hammers the strike zone. That's the first ball that he has
thrown out of the game,
today.
Coach.
That's
right.
A ball. They got activity in the bullpen.
That's right. Get him in.
Now.
Get him out. First ball of the game.
He just wanted to show the scouts that he could throw one out of the zone. He doesn't like to do it. Yeah, that sounded like a strike.
Yep. Old Coach Dobie Perkins. That sounds like a strike,
That's
Blue.
Right. That's right. It got there in a hurry. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Off-speed pitch, and that's what he got the final strikeout on in the first inning, and throws that one in there. 3 strikeouts on the night, 1 pop fly out to center field. JC will rock back and fire this one off the plate, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Coleman. Coleman trying to get things going and maybe strike against this young man. Lifted high and back, and that's going to give the center fielder plenty of distance room. That one bounces off the base of the wall, hustling down to second base. Stepping in, staying on the bag, and good-looking work.
Good job there from Coleman. First hit of the game, long fly ball out there to center field. Well hit. You see what happened, though, there at second base, Doug, as he come in there. He got to be real careful trying to shut down and not hurt himself. Great job there from Ryan Coleman.
And you make a good point of that, KP, because it's you had the rain earlier, and most of that dried up. But as it turns towards that 10 o'clock hour, you start to get the dew in, and that's what's going to cause it. This is Jackson Garner. Jackson Garner, the second baseman, number 9, will step in.
West Monroe, young man from West Monroe. Going to be playing for the new West Monroe baseball coach, John Michael Kidd, taking over for Wayne Semino up there at West Monroe. Got a big shoes to fill.
It definitely does, and Semino being gone, again, a legend that's up there, no doubt about it. The delivery here goes that one back to the backstop, and you're not going to get anybody. So after the 4 straight outs that are on there, now we've got a runner over at third.
Doug, I want you to imagine this. In the same year, they lost 60 years of baseball coaching in the West Monroe area with Neville, Paul Guerrero, and Wayne Semino, 2 legendary coaches that are both gone in the same year.
Look, and just not to be confused, gone from coaching and retired. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Semino's done. I think he's going to hang it up, but I'm sure Coach Guerrero's going to pop up somewhere else and be back out here coaching these young men and doing what he does best.
If he only had somewhere to go assistant coach.
That's true. If he just had a place to go where someone else that he knows real well
get
was
him
coaching.
on staff.
Right.
Good-looking pitch there. You're going to speak it into existence is what's happening. Of course, looking for a lot out of that program in Pineville this upcoming season. There's the pitch. Rocks back and fires that one down low, and that is a walk.
JC is human. We figured that out. He's human.
Gave up the big double off the wall. And look, you get into that first 4 batters. He gets those guys out, and now you get to the second and middle half of this lineup, but they're all stars. Yeah. So you don't look at a bottom or top of a lineup, and Russ Barrett, the big hitting first baseman, will step in.
I saw you said that, all stars. I saw you said that.
They're all,
that's right. That's right. Barrett out of Houghton. We were here first game of the year where Ash played Houghton.
That is correct. First and third situation, that one up and out of the zone as well. So
Barrett out of Houghton is a senior this year, first baseman. Runner at third with one out. Runner at first and third with one out.
Brett Bell, the catcher, on deck. That one swung out of its heels there. And again, it's just that turf, that the way that it is, took a good hack at it too. He wasn't trying just to put that ball in play over to the right side and get the run in.
No, not so much.
Runner at first and third. Runner hasn't taken from first. Thought he might break a little bit. That one is driven over towards right field. It is going to be caught there and going to have a play at home coming up. They'll cut it to keep the runner at first. But that's just a great piece of hitting by Russ Barrett to get the RBI.
RBI sacrifice fly to right field for Russ Barrett. Brings up Brett Bell. Brett out of Cedar Creek is a 2027 catcher, 2027 graduate, so a senior.
Look, if you're going to give up the run, you certainly want to keep that runner at first base, keep the force, keep the outs at second and first, and they did a good job of hitting cutoff man and giving up the run.
Well, the odds are you're not throwing that young man out of the plate anyway. And to play smart baseball, keep that runner at first. Now your force is in play. It's good smart baseball.
This is Brett Bell that takes strike one there. 2 down. Here we play bottom of the second. The North has struck for a run. Runner off and going. There's going to be a throw. Got him in time. Tagged him before he got there. It wasn't just going through. And we'll take a look at it again, KP, as you wrap up that inning.
Great job there from the catcher throwing out that runner at first base. But not before the North strikes with a run to take a 1-0 lead after 2 complete innings of play. Your score, North 1, South 0. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports.
Tyler Roach on for his 3rd inning of work in this one. Leading things off is going to be number 43. That is Sebastian Ritto. He is the first baseman, hitting 9th in this one and clocked his exit velo today, 101.
Sebastian Ritto out of Arca.
That's right.
Yep, heard that's an up-and-coming program. Talking to Coach Mouton down there, that is a fastest-growing school in the parish, according to him, and it is an up-and-coming program.
Acadiana Renaissance.
Yep. We saw their basketball team up here and play Menard, the boys and the girls, and so apparently that's a growing school down there.
That'll even things up at a ball and a strike. Misses outside, does Roach. That one off the plate. Saw some of the Arca shirts when we went down in between games. So good contingency that made it up here. Again, they'll bat 10 in the lineups too, so the lineup won't quite flip. Pitch misses down low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 to the leadoff hitter here in the top half of the 3rd we play. Does catch a little bit of the corner and enough of it to get the strike call. Fills things up, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Got to believe, KP, that this will do it for Roach. We will see Quentin Otwell will come in and pitch after this.
Yep.
Ground ball Nubber over there, not going to have an opportunity at it. And it was going to be tough enough as it was, but it took that second bounce right in front of where Roach was and going to hustle down and beat that one out. And that runner now is at first base. So leadoff base runner for the South as we play in the top of the third, and that is going to bring the 10 spot up in Hank Sauer. Sauer.
Sauer out of Bell Chase. Bell Chase, right fielder.
Rock back and deliver this one and bounces around and down low. And we saw, KP, that these guys, most of them starting pitchers, but they're used to trying to pace themselves to go 6-7 innings and get quality starts, 5 innings, 6 innings.
Yes.
Right here saying, you've got 3 innings. Go out there and give me all you got.
Yeah, according to Coach Menard,
good-looking pitch there for the strike. And
if everything goes as planned, Quentin Otwell will go 4 through 6, and Ian Ellis will go 7 through 9, according to Coach Menard. Spoke to him before the game, gave me his lineup.
Ball and a strike here to Sauer. Swung through that one and missed, and out of his shoes almost. The ball and 2 strikes. And look, these guys, until you get to 2-strike approach, they're looking to yank one out of the yard here.
That's the way things are now. I mean, there's no more, it's the same thing in the sport I play. Swing hard in case you hit it.
But you saw the previous at-bat, or the previous inning, that sac fly after 2 strikes on. So we'll see the adjustment. Ground ball over to third base is gathered, and they'll go the short way.
6.
Look at it, turn 2 and 2.
Oh.
Bat bounces around and gets out of there. So score that. You can't score the error on the play because you can't assume the double play. So
that's
reaches
right.
on a fielder's choice if you're scoring at home, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yep, looks like we're going to get a ball switch there. Plate umpire, he's the one back there that wants to make sure there's a dry baseball.
That's correct.
Because guess what? When there's not a dry baseball and the pitcher can't control it, that man don't want to get hit.
Guess who it's coming after.
Yep.
Crash Menard will stand back in, the Vanderbilt Catholic star. Had a brother that played before him,
Chipper Menard.
That's right. They tell you either have a lot of knowledge in your brain or have somebody sitting beside you that does have that knowledge. And so we certainly appreciate that.
That's right. Coach Colin Guerrero up here helping us out with some of this stuff. He knows some of these kids and is obviously pretty knowledgeable about this whole sport of baseball. Glad to have him up here to pick his brain a little bit. Might get him on here in a minute to tell us about his new turf field.
No balls, 1 strike. Roach stares in, rocks back, delivers this one up and out of the zone for a ball and a strike. So you take a look at that scoreboard, that jumbotron out there that they've got here for Northwest State. It's a fancy one. It's got some good. You can see it. It's just behind the pole if you're looking at your screen. This pitch is in there, good looking, off speed. Had a little bit of break to it, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Again, there'll be 4 games tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 9 a.m., and we'll bring you all 4 of those games, 9, 11:30, 2, and 4:30. Misses just off the plate, evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and I know that Tyler wanted that one.
Marshall Leffler and Doug Gant on the call tomorrow for all 4 games.
Roach looks back over to first base. Conservatively now. Good job by Tyler to throw over mid-step on there, and that's one of the things that I don't think gets done enough is you're throwing over in that mid-step. A lot of people will throw over when the runner is set or he's taking off a little.
He doesn't look like he's going anywhere over there with his lead.
That one up and out of the zone fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Parker Diaz would be next. Speaking of Marshall, he's hard at work taking care of all state updates for baseball. We appreciate the work that he's done. That one fouled straight back, and that's you hear that for about the 8,000th time. He's on it if he's hitting it straight back.
Yeah, that's correct. He's timed that up well. You don't want to throw him that pitch again, especially in this count.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, runner at first. Gets a little bit more of a lead. Maybe going this time. Steps back, bouncing around. Good little secondary, and that is ball 4. So Roach struggling a little bit in there.
Menard draws the walk.
And Parker Diaz will step in. Base hit in his first at-bat.
Yep.
He'll come around trying to do it again. And these guys, we expect, will play about 5 innings. Is that?
I believe that's what they – yep. In fact, well, this is what the North is going to do. I'm not sure about the South. But Parker Diaz out of Southside High School, 2027 senior.
Plays quarterback for Coach Jess Curtis. Roach rocks back, fires this one, and it is lifted foul. And he went after the first pitch he saw in both at-bats now. Hit that one, foul back it out of play.
Now, I realize this is high school, but I saw this the other day, Doug. 1-0, batters in major leagues hit over 300. 0-1, they hit 180. That's got to be better. Those numbers have to be lower in this level, is why.
But still, they have to be comparative.
But if I'm
that one lifted out to center field, diving at it in center field and not going to have it. That ball drops.
Slips around third base.
But that's going to load them up.
Yep.
Now, and 2 for 2 for Diaz from Southside. He's got a couple of base hits, and that'll load him up.
That's going to bring out looks like a visit. But if that's the case, if a major league player is hitting 300, 1-0, and 180, 0-1, then if I'm at this level, there's no – I mean, if the first pitch is a strike, I'm swinging at it.
Well, and it's just, man, it's philosophy is really what you get into because the pitcher certainly is trying to establish it. But as a leadoff hitter, you're up there wanting to work the count and let your guys, and that's going to be an LV5K pitching change. Going to go to Otwell, I believe, just a little bit earlier than what we had. No, this is the North. So let's see. Yeah, that is. We're right. This is going to should be Quentin Otwell, number 18. If he'll turn around, that was the progression for it.
That's
and
him.
It is.
That's him.
And it is Quentin. So give us, what do you have on Quentin?
Okay, Quentin Otwell. Let's look this up here for me real quick. Quentin out of Gina, Louisiana.
There you go.
2029, so a sophomore. Lefty, bats lefty, throws lefty. Right there from just north of Alexandria in Gina, Louisiana. Looks like he's got some pretty good velocity from the left side. The old saying is the lefty can't throw it straight. So,
he's got such natural movement. I believe this is the first out of the game before and in this one.
Yep. LV5K pitch and change. Our second one during the game. Most of them have been in between innings, so they're hard to get. But this is our second one coming up. I can tell you, it hadn't even been announced yet, but I'm very confident when I tell you that the LV5K will be the Saturday before Easter, just like it is every year. Miss Bridget keeps it pretty consistent. Looking to next year to repeat what we did this year and get people out there to support a great cause. So Quentin, left-hander out of Gina, young man, sophomore.
Went by and saw them today, stopped in there, and that was the deal. So she's part owner there at Little Cakes with Big Attitudes, got a location in Alexandria and Pineville, and that was part of the deal for me coming out and being in Natchitoches today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had to stop by and get 2 keto cupcakes and 2 keto cheesecakes and hand deliver to Mrs. 446. And that made
because I didn't get anything.
Well, you were coming along with the ride.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I didn't get anything.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Bases loaded in this to go against Gina's Otwell.
DeRuin
had the sac fly and scored the run. He's the one that drove in Parker earlier on this. Parker was able to steal a base, get around. He's not going to be able to do that as there is a log jam with the bases loaded. And I think DeRuin's just licking his chops there. Otwell will deliver this one.
Erath.
And it hammered foul.
Yep. DeRuin out of Erath. 2027 is going to be a senior this year.
We've seen them a couple of times this year on 446 Sports, or actually on Under the Lights. Marshall was down there with Jordan Taylor calling that. They do a great job down in that area. Landon DeRuin, again, part of that 101 club on exit velo. We saw them just taking some batting practice today. Otwell, Gina Giant's left-hander, comes set and gets ready to deliver and does. That one is chased down the line and going to be over there near the heel and will stand there. Earlier in the day, you'd have seen a mad dash for that baseball, and well, as we near the 10 o'clock hour, there's no madness, there's no dash.
Not
the
so
ball
much.
rests there on the hill.
Yep.
Nothing in two. Otwell looking to pitch out of this. One down here, would like to throw a little ground ball. Throws that one down for strike three, and a good-looking pitch there from Otwell. Let's take a look at it one more time, and you see him take that. That is a strike three looking, and that reminds us, if you're looking for a bank, we invite you to check out Sabine State Bank locations in Central and North Louisiana and all over the place. Check them out, Sabine State Bank.
Yep, Sabine State Bank strikeout brings up Kahanen from Lafayette, the shortstop.
Ryan Kahanen.
Great job there from the catcher, keeping that ball in front of him, because as we've talked about, Doug, ball gets by you back here, it's a run.
Oh, absolutely it is, and everybody else will move up on there. But Otwell, a pitch away from getting out of this inning with trouble coming in, bases loaded, and 1 out, 1-0 pitch coming. Fires that one down and out of the zone, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, that just missed off the bottom of the zone.
Yep, dangerous pitch right here. 2-0 count. Good hitter at the plate. You don't want to go 3-0, so you're going to probably give him something to hit right here.
Boy, you look 2-0, 3-1. That's just you're licking your chops, and that's exactly what was going on there. Swung through that one, did Kahanen, and that is strike one.
Yep. Didn't want to go 3-0 here. Doesn't want to go 3-1 here, so it's going to be another good pitch.
Otwell, of course, with the bases loaded, was able to come in and pitch out of the windup, and so that helps him out just a little bit. The 2-1 offering bends that one over for a strike and all the way back now to even things up at 2-2.
Now the pitcher has the advantage. He doesn't have to throw anything in the zone. He can he doesn't have to do that, so it goes from being the hitter's advantage to the pitcher's advantage real quick.
Although there is a runner at first, he would have to make the play on it should there be a drop third strike. That one down low, trying to get him to chase and didn't do it. Now, runners will be off and going here as it is 3-2 and 2 down.
Payoff pitch here from Otwell to Kahanen.
Great opportunity here to add one. Pitchers up. I don't know. Strike three, and I'm going to tell you, from second base, what a tremendous jump that was.
Yeah.
Let me see if we have that again. We'll take a look at it. But look at how far off. I mean, he almost catches the runner at third.
Yep.
He was off and going so fast. But down on strikes, that is a Sabine State Bank strikeout to end the top of the third, KP.
No runs, 3 hits, 3 runners left on base at the end of 2.5. 1-0 North over the South.
We'll be back right after this on 446 Sports. Back here in the bottom of the third, JC out for his third inning of work, stake to a 1-0 lead. And
JC out of Cecilia.
The Bulldogs.
Yep.
We had a great time visiting with them on our show, the football team, last year. Coach Cody Champagne and that group. I'll bring that up only because I can pronounce the name finally. That one up and out of the zone, 2 balls and no strikes. So after that tremendous inning back in the first, KP showed a little bit of wildness there in the second.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get any better than that, so you could only go down from there, but still has the 1-0 lead, got some pop on that fastball.
Still has the velocity. I don't know if it's our ambiance mic that's turned up or what, but you can really hear it pop that leather. 2-ball, 1-strike offering from the Cecilia Bulldog hits the outer corner, and that evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Brett Bell at the plate, the catcher.
Bell chases that one foul and out of play. And it's 0-2, and it stays 0-2. Correction, 2 balls and 2 strikes because he went 2-0 on him to start with. JC fires back the 2-2 offering. Again, up and out of the zone and fills things up.
Bell out of Cedar Creek.
JC will rock back and fire, trying to get the first out. Throws that curveball in and ducking under that one, and that is going to be a leadoff walk for the North team, and that'll get Davis Long, the extra hitter, in there hitting ninth. So they employ both the extra hitter and the designated hitter down at the bottom of the lineup.
Davis Long out of West Monroe, going to be playing for his new coach. Well, I say new coach, he was on the staff, but West Monroe, Davis Long, number 15. He is a 2027, so a senior, shortstop.
Rock back and just hammers that. And that's that pitch that we saw back in the first inning, just that good fastball that rides in the heart of the plate but gets to that catcher pretty quick. 0-1 the count here. Outer half, strike 2, and way ahead in this one, 0-2 to Davis. Davis Long, as KP told you, the West Monroe product, the Rebel. Again, another 2.5A product. Good-looking pitch right down the middle, and that is going to be 3 straight strikes for the Sabine State Bank strikeout. That strikeout look and reminds us, if you're looking for a bank, check out Sabine State Bank, locations all around Louisiana.
It's going to bring up number 13, which is 13 is Jensen Hurley out of Oak Grove. 13 is Jensen Hurley out of Oak Grove, Louisiana. 2029, so a sophomore.
Well, that Oak Grove, every sport they play, such a good program. 0-1 here. That one fouled back into the net. Was behind on that swing, and 0-2 again. JC will go from the stretch here. Peers in, 0-2. He likes to throw that one up and out of the zone, trying to get you to chase something. We'll see if he sticks with that. Up and out of the zone it is, and that one there. 4 strikeouts for him tonight, or 5, KP?
5.
5, yeah.
5 Ks.
Look at him to throw that fastball outer half is what we've seen him do in a situation like this. Inside it goes, but same result and down on strikes, and that is 2 strikeouts in this inning itself, and you see it there. It's a Sabine State Bank strikeout.
Yep, that's going to bring up, I believe that is Ethan Thrash.
Yeah, that'll get you back to the top of
Darbone Woods is Ethan Thrash.
Darbone Woods Charter School. They'll move into a new district this year. A lot of changes coming around. I know 2.5A has some differences in it this year. As they'll swap Neville out, and Peabody will come in to that one.
That is one less trip that we have to make to Monroe.
You're so right about
and
that.
we are so happy about that. We don't know what to do.
We are so right.
Yes.
The ones that got I won't say the bad end of it at all, are those that had Neville in there, and now they've got to make another trip down to Central Louisiana when they play Peabody. Peabody was the swap out there. Coach Jamar Washington and the Warhorses will move into 2-5A, and that's a tough move for those guys.
I bet we're happy about that. I bet Pineville's happy about that. There's a lot of people happy about that.
A lot of folks are happy about that. And we'll see them Thursday as they jump into 7-on-7 work, and that is a 4-pitch walk that is going to send Ethan Thrash down to first base. So a couple outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. This is where Tyler Roach ran into a little bit of trouble here because they are not saving anything for later innings.
Bringing up Dylan Williams, the Ruston shortstop.
Williams there will stand in. Good-looking pitch, but misses just inside. That is 5 straight out of the zone. In College Station, they'd be on him.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
No doubt about that. That's right.
Roxback fires this one off the plate as well.
They'd be screaming ball, 6 ball.
They'd be letting him have it.
Yeah.
Good, clean home field advantage. You got to love it. 2-0 offering now from JC. Fires this in. We're in there up and out of the zone.
3-0.
Yeah, and he had a 4-pitch walk on his last batter. And we do know that should have a new pitcher coming.
And it looks like they're getting some action down there in the bullpen now. There's a strike. Looks like they're getting the next pitcher up down there in the bullpen right now.
If that's not motivation for you to see somebody get them hit down to the bullpen, got to figure out that wall down there. That's the issue. Here comes the pitch off the plate, and that'll load them up. So both pitchers in the innings having bases loaded jams in their half of the third.
That's going to bring, I believe that's going to bring Coach Menard out to visit, or his pitching coach, to visit with JC, to come out and visit with him.
Take a look inside, and scheduled, I've got to believe, to come out after this inning anyway.
Yeah, I would think they would go 3-3-3, just like the other team is doing.
On the roster that we've got, you'll see Underwood that should come in and pitch after that. Landon Underwood will come in and throw in the 4th inning, and it's a matter of if you bring him in an inning early. But I'll tell you, in a game like this is an opportunity that you give to say, okay, let's see what you got to work out of this one.
Yep. This is what you came here for, was to pitch to some really good batters and see what you got.
And you're testing mindset as much as you are athletic ability, and that one is buried in there for a strike. 0-1. JC settles himself, looking like he got a little bit of composure back after that visit.
Very much so.
Back-to-back strikes.
Yep. Sometimes, as Coach Hunter used to say, you're just going out there to talk to him, remind him of something, maybe get his mind off of what's going on.
I think you're clearing his head a little bit in this particular case. 0-2. 2 down, a pitch away from getting out of it. Throws that off speed, and it is popped up. Behind that one, it's drifting and going to end up off the roof of the first base dugout, and it'll bounce around, and it will be 0-2 once again. Just to show you, he's on that curveball and is behind it too. I think you got to find a way to bring that fastball inside and do it. North DeSoto's Drake Parker. Oh, that good curveball. Wow, misses somewhere on there. That was just about as pretty of a pitch as we have seen. The 1-ball, 2-strike offering now coming from JC. Will fire back in. Fastball blown right by him, and that will do it. That'll retire the side, KP.
That's right. No runs. 2 hits. 2 runners left on base at the end of 3 complete innings of play. 1-0 North over the South. We'll be right back here in a moment on 446 Sports.
We're back for the top of the fourth inning. Quentin Otwell back on the hill, and it is 1-0 North.
Looks like that is number.
First pitch thrown in to Maddox Bro.
Is that Maddox Bro?
Looks like number 26.
That
and
is
in fact
26.
It is. That one fouled back and out of play.
Yep.
And a ball and a strike.
26 is Maddox Bro out of South Terrebonne.
Again, Otwell came in and pitched out of a jam, did exactly what you needed him to do. The lefty rocks back and delivers this one, and it is fouled back towards us again, and that's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes as we play in the top of the fourth inning here at Brown Stroud Field on the campus of Northwestern State University. The little bender misses outside and just couldn't get it to come back in there, and I got to think the heaviness of the air sometimes does that in here.
Once again, thanks to President Jimmy Genovez and Coach Bertrand for having us over here at Northwestern. We're grateful. Mr. Tim O'Neill for asking us to do these ball games. Really glad to be doing those as well.
Well, that pitch just it kind of had that screwball effect to it. Looked like it was coming into the strike zone and just dove right out. Fastball hit over there, shot between first and second, diving second baseman, and it gets by the right fielder. And that's going to be a base hit with an error getting Bro down to second base. So good piece of hitting, and then takes second on it, and we'll see if we've got it on the replay as he shoots that past the second baseman. And you'll see that's where the ball gets bobbled out in right field. And Bro's going to end up, he sees it check up, it just gets past the right fielder. And that's a lonely spot if you're in the corner outfield, right or left, because there's nobody behind you when something like that happens. And you just got to get up, go get it, and that ends up with a runner on second base.
Just got to take it. That's right. Brings up Fontenot, out of Hahnville, Braden Fontenot.
Fontenot, the left fielder tonight for this South team. South trying to get the scoring going and tie this thing up. That one is smoked foul and down the line over into the picnic area, but foul. Bro showed some good wills on him when he saw that ball got down. He is the EH sub-7 speed on the 60. Ran a 6.9 in that one. So anytime you're sub-7, that's a pretty good day for you.
Yeah.
Quentin Otwell will rock back. The Gina lefty delivers this one off the plate and outside, and that evens things up at a ball and a strike.
Bro, the runner at second. LeBlanc at the plate. Fontenot at the plate, looking to drive in a run.
And again, get this South team up and going. Outfield shading a little bit towards left. That one also misses up and out of the zone, and the crowd starting to come alive out there.
Yeah.
That's what happens when delirium starts to set in as you get into the late night hours.
I was thinking about what word to use, and I couldn't think of that, but that's
I got you.
That's it.
2 balls, 1 strike, nobody down here. Top half of the fourth inning. South trying to get things going on it. Big hack there, swing and a miss from Fontenot.
Fontenot was senior outfielder.
Tomorrow's action, don't forget, kicks off. First pitch set for 9 a.m. North will play the East and the West. The South will play the East and the West. And, well, there you go. There'll be 4 games tomorrow. Otwell fires this one skied high, coming in. Shortstop camping out under that one. Good range to drift over. And
make that play look easy.
Yeah, that's what you need. And look, as he drifted over, you see third drift back. He goes from backing up the shortstop, finds out that, he's going to be under it, to moving over to third just to not leave that base uncovered. I like the fundamentals there at third base.
That brings up Landry LeBlanc from St. Charles, number 40.
LeBlanc will stand in there and again trying to get something going. There's one down here in the top of the fourth. Otwell came in with 2 outs in the third. But he has been solid here, finds that one in there for a strike. You know, you talked about Coach Birch. We appreciate the hats that he got for us and that cool little Demons shirt.
That's right.
The hooded shirt. We definitely, anytime we get gear, we love it.
In fact, I switched over to this Northwestern hat because somebody earlier who's going to remain nameless said I had to take off the ash gear and was giving me a hard time, so I put the Northwestern hat on.
So the only thing that I can counter that with is we just don't have a Pineville hat.
No, I've never been given one.
If we had a Pineville hat, then we wouldn't have that issue.
Never been given one.
Look, we'll be on campus a lot this fall, too, as we will bring you all of the Rebels football games this year. And delighted to be back with the Rebels. That one bounces around and is as it comes back in, but that's out number 2. Well, you get a leadoff single from Bro, takes second. You got a runner at second base with nobody out. You don't want to squander him here if you're the South. This is going to be Jace Ferrygood that steps in. He is the center fielder. And it's up to Ferrygood to keep this inning alive and keep things going. He'll look back at second now. Rocks and fires. Thought about the throwback, and that was just that was entertaining back from behind the plate anyway.
After the inning, Doug, I got a Pineville Coach Guerrero story to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Yep, he'll.
Is that an on-the-air story or an off-the-air story?
No, it's an on-the-air story. It's an on-the-air story. It was
all right.
It's an on-the-air story.
That one fouled back over towards that hill again.
A little something to do with sulfur and going down there.
I don't know if Coach wants to hear that story.
Oh well, look, it was a heck of a run. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a heck of a run and a great game. And
I thought this had something to do with you maybe throwing him out throughout the years. I was like, wait a minute, I don't want y'all getting back.
No, that's the other umpire that doesn't like. That's not me. That's not me. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a story like that.
No, that
swung on and fouled back out of play. Thought he had that one.
That's not me. No, I told myself I'd never go to Sulphur until I made it there as an umpire.
All right.
But I decided to go down and watch Coach and the team because I had a good friend of mine, Miss Audrey Corville, whose son was on the team. And I've never seen a bigger home run than her son hit that day out of that ballpark. He absolutely roasted that baseball.
This is the pre-story to the story, right?
No,
That's not the story.
That's the story.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
That one misses off the plate, outer half it is.
He hit that baseball as far as I've ever seen one hit. It was a great run that year. Was glad to go down there and watch and be a part of it. But I just told myself I'm never going down there until I can beat on the field and do it. And I broke that for Mr. Scott and Miss Audrey.
Look, I got it. Gotta love that. Otwell looks back at second. Now rocks and fires. Runner from second is going. That one fouled back again. A lot of room, but not that much room. And that bounces around out next to the Bistro.
That's the nickname of the field, isn't it? The Bistro? Didn't Coach Burt tell us that?
I think he did, yes. That's that hitting facility that is down towards the right field line next to the picnic area that is down there as I look around. Set to redo the 1-2 offering. Flash back at second base, but nothing doing there. Otwell will come set, now delivers, misses outside with a bender, and evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very good. Has been able to foul off some pitches, take some, and keep hacking, trying whatever he can to do to put a ball in play and get this run across to tie things up here in the top of the fourth.
Deuce is wild right here.
Otwell looks back. Quentin delivers this one, misses low, and that'll fill things up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sebastian Rideau would be next if Very Good is able to keep this inning alive here. He'll have to do it on a full count pitch. Bro will be set to go on contact. Don't expect he'll be just going with the pitch. he is off and going anyway. And down on strikes he goes. And good job by Otwell to finish this off. KP takes to the break.
That's rapidly. 3.5 innings of play. Your score still 1-0 North over the South. We'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports.
Back we go, bottom of the fourth. We play in this one. The North still clinging to that 1-0 lead, KP.
Yeah, looks like we have a viewer in Anchorage, Alaska.
How about that?
Bo Osborne watching his nephew pitch from Anchorage, Alaska. That's a pretty long way away.
That'd be Otwell. My mom, prior to her going to the Lord, lived there in Anchorage for a little while and just loved the moose that would come up in her backyard. And
I can imagine that's pretty
cool. That was the highlight of it, yeah, without a doubt.
So this has got to be the new pitcher for the South. 48. I heard
Landon Underwood. We had announced earlier that he would be in there.
Underwood
in there throwing, and this is that Blaine Lord that steps in now for the North.
Underwood out of Central Catholic, 2028. So senior in 2 years, sophomore, young man. Landon Underwood out of Central Catholic.
North clinging to that 1-0 lead as we play on in the fourth. Again, today's games, KP, are set for 9 innings. Tomorrow they'll all be 7-inning affairs. That one pulled foul.
If Marshall's listening, he got lucky with tonight. I'm not going to feel sorry for y'all tomorrow when I'm at work.
I don't know which day is going to be longer. Tomorrow's 4 games or today's 2 games.
Well, I can tell you one thing I do know. It ain't going to get down to 72 tomorrow during the day. It's going to be warmer in here.
Look, they better leave the AC on and the window shut
that's what I'm going to tell you.
Swung on and missed and down on strikes. Underwood picks up his first strikeout there. And good swinging strike.
That is going to bring up number 6.
6 is Ryan Coleman out of Cedar Creek.
Cedar Creek.
Another
big kid.
Yep, 2027 out of Cedar Creek. That's one thing that we talked about in that earlier game, the East-West game. I think the athletes in this underclass game have more size to them than those seniors did just a week or so ago.
I can tell you what, there's some big kids in this, no doubt whatsoever.
That one pushed over to second base, going to be gathered in there, and over to first they go in time for the out, and that is 2 up and 2 down for Underwood. You see the tail end of that play.
We did have a listener listen all the way home. Miss Amy Perry Grimes was listening. She said, glad. Thank you for doing what we do. She'll be back over here tomorrow to watch Reeves, I'm sure.
Look, she has been a long-time supporter of what we do, and we're very grateful for viewers, fans, friends just like that.
Yep.
Without a doubt. 1 ball, no strikes here, 2 down. We play in the bottom of the fourth. That one up and out of there to Jackson Garner. Jackson Garner, another one of those Rebels from West Monroe. There are 3 of them on this North lineup. And why not? What a ball club.
I agree.
That one comes inside, yeah. 2 balls and no strikes to the Rebel product. Second baseman by trade. 2 balls, no strikes. Or correction, 3-0, is it?
Yep, 3-0, 3-1 now.
3 balls and a strike.
Yep, 2 outs. Bottom fourth here.
Whoever set us up in the worst possible spot because I'm right behind it. Oh, wait, it was me.
Production.
Wait, it was me. That's right. 3 balls.
The guy that does production.
And 2 strikes. Yeah, it's hard when you got to fuss at yourself about things, but what do you do?
Got to hold a hand up. Got to hold a hand up. Be responsible.
I own it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming. Roxback Underwood delivers this. When it's lifted up, second base is going to camp out under that, and that will do it.
After 4 complete innings of play, your score is still 1-0 North over the South. We'll be right back here in a moment on 446 Sports.
Sebastian Ritto will lead things off here as we play in the
top of the 5th.
Top half of the 5th inning. My goodness. My goodness, it's cooled off out here tonight.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Fouls that.
You were close
back.
right there.
I was close to be. I told you. Look, it's late and it's summertime, so I'm out of my flow. You know, I'm locked into summer and Mrs. 446 Sports mode and. Boy.
Just ignore that upside the back of your head.
I understand. Look, it comes from a lot of different places.
Right.
That one misses down low and out of the zone. A ball and a strike. Back down to just the one camera view as the rain knocked out the other one earlier on. We'll have it back up and going. That one smoked foul. A ball and 2 strikes. I'm telling you what, it has been a thrill starting off the season here. We saw Ash and Houghton play up here. Coach Burt and his crew with open arms welcome that game again as it has for many years, and then being able to end the season here at the Bistro.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet we probably start the year off again next year right here at the Bistro with Ash and Houghton. That's a thing that Coach Briggs and the Houghton coach get together and do every year, so I figure be right back here again.
Definitely. Otwell nods to the signal, rocks back and fires the 2-2. That one is fouled back, and we'll do it again. There's some kids giving chase to it. They're playing. They're not watching what's going on, and that's well, you just remember the old days, and you hate to age yourself. No, I don't. I'm just happy to get older. And the other side of that is I wouldn't be aging. So
yeah.
But you'd go get your cup from the concession stand, drink your Coke, that old plastic cup, roll it up, and that one comes in and gets him.
Yep.
Boy, that hit Sebastian there as he'll hustle down to first base on that hit by pitch.
going to bring up number 41 back to the top of the line. No, 45 is going to be Hank Sauer out of Belle Chase.
You got to watch your stuff up here. It'll come up missing. Sauer, and I believe it's got to be Sauer. Reminds you of the way that the catcher from Minnesota Twins years back, Joe Mauer, Mauer, would spell his name, and so that's what we're going off of. Nothing in one here.
With Crash Menard on deck.
Yeah, you got to love it.
It's just, yes.
Would be the third at-bat for Crash. That one skied high and foul, giving chase, but even running out of room in this spacious ballpark of foul territory that it has, and then lands behind the dugout and will drop down. I can only imagine. So the picnic area is down there. You see the barbecue pits. I can just imagine about, say, a home opener or a conference game, how it is out here. We need to make it up to the bistro for one of those.
I agree. We do.
No doubt about it. I can just imagine the smell of the barbecue pits going up through the campus.
Yeah, a lot of great things happening over here at Northwestern. Again, new president Jimmy Genovez trying to restore Northwestern to its previous greatness that it was. It is vital to the Natchitoches economy to have this school back where it's at.
It was a pretty solid school back in the late 80s, no doubt about it.
Correct.
I'm glad to be a Demon. That one misses off, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yep. When Northwestern does well, Natchitoches does well. So it's one of the best retirement towns in the state, according to the statistics, with Natchitoches and Ruston. So glad to see things getting back to where they're supposed to be here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes he goes. That is a Sabine State Bank strikeout. We'll take a look at it on your screen as he swings right through that, and it is out number 1 with a runner at first, and that is going to bring
Crash Menard.
Crash Menard to the plate. Catcher, great name. I mean, this is just, absolutely.
Crash and Chipper. That's pretty good.
Dad was a baseball fan. There's no doubt about it, as he's coached a lot of years. That one in there for the strike.
Yep.
Look, there's been some, that's the one thing that I like about these tournaments or these all-star opportunities. You do run across. There's a throw over to first, not in time. You do get some great names. A young man from Turlings Catholic who was the MVP for that South team, I think is the one that he played on, doing big things this year in the LBCA All-Star Senior Game. But Will Power was his name. And that's just a great baseball name. That one popped up. That's not how you want to lay the bunt down, or is it? Now, you're going to go and get the play over at second base, so it ends up going the other way because they had to hold up and Rito was not able to take off on that one. He thought it was going to be caught. It goes over the head of Otwell, gathered in, and they do make the play at second, so a fielder's choice out of all of that.
So we got a message from one of the parents.
Okay.
Whose young man is playing on the West team.
Okay.
Just a question about the games. All these games will be up on 446 Sports. They'll be up. They won't come back down. They'll be up
you could go and watch last year's games.
That's correct. Go watch last year's games. All 4 games tomorrow will be up. These will be up as well. Want to give a shout-out to Miss Rolina Crooks. She has always been a big supporter of ours at 446 Sports. She came over and watched her son pitch a 1-0 victory over Ash, and so just want to give her a shout-out. Ryan will be pitching tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll start the first or second game, but you can believe they'll trot him out there. He is he had such a great season this year. When they needed a victory, when they needed a big start, you trot Crooks out there.
That's right, absolutely, and they'll all be up there tomorrow.
That one lifted up into the outfield. Going to gather that in, and so base runner is there, KP, but nothing doing.
Yep, left 1 runner on base after 1 hit at the end of 4.5 innings of play. The score 1-0 North over South. We'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports.
Back to work we go here. Bottom of the fifth. We play 1-0 the North, clinging to this one, and you're starting to see some substitutions come in. This is Russ Barrett out of Houghton.
Russ Barrett out of Houghton. He is a 2027.
Rising senior.
Yep.
Takes that one from Underwood on the outer half, and that is strike one. Underwood, big, tall righty that gets out there, rocks back and delivers this one. Slow, methodical approach to it, too. He hides the ball, waits, and then here it comes. Misses off the plate with that one.
Makes it very hard to pick up as a hitter. Probably something he was taught as a young man. Very hard to pick up as a hitter. That's a great job.
Look at it. I mean, the time that it takes to get that delivery.
Yep.
And then comes in there with it, too. And that's, that as much as pitching, and that comes in a lot when you have runners on base, varying your delivery that is out there.
That's right.
3-0 count here. Underwood fires this one back, and 3-0 Hackett, and that one is knocked down, but it is a base hit. And look at it, thought about going off and did not do it, but knocked down over there. Let's see if we can see that again. You'll see it knocked down over there at first base.
You can definitely tell you're in an all-star game when you swing in a 3-0 pitch.
That's right. Look, they're out here hacking. Let's go.
Yeah, you're swinging at a 3-0 pitch in an all-star game for sure. Otherwise, you're in the dugout.
That will get, let's see, Barrett down at first base. Spinning around, squaring to bunt is Brett Bell.
Yep.
Cedar Creek's Brett Bell.
Cedar Creek, Brett Bell. That's right. Bell with 2 L's.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, that's right. There's other ways to spell it. That's an inside joke.
I guess.
Yeah.
That one in there for the strike. That's an inside strike. Ball and a strike here. We play bottom of the fifth. North trying to add to that 1-0 lead. Underwood fires that fastball up and out of the zone. Well, it just as much velocity going back to Underwood, I think. Catcher got that back in a hurry. I don't know that Underwood was delighted with that call. Thought he had a little bit of it. They don't have the ABS system here.
That's right, they don't. The numbers this year for that are very interesting to see the amount of pitches that are overturned when they're challenged by the catcher or the batter.
Look, and when these guys are leaving their microphone on, please be a strike. It says.
That's right.
That one misses away, and that'll get the runner Barrett down to second base. He's going to go on what is going to be scored as a wild pitch.
Well, the other day I watched, I think it was Schwarber, take ball 4. He knew it was ball 4. They called it a strike. He dropped his bat, started walking to first, and was at first by the time the ABS
tapping the hat the whole way. That's right.
Yeah, they said it was ball 4. He's like, I knew that was ball 4.
That one down low. Speaking of ball 4, down low and away. And Underwood laboring a little bit here in what is his second inning of work. And that's going to get Davis Long back to the plate.
Davis Long, the West Monroe native or West Monroe shortstop.
Runners at first and second. Underwood delivers this one. The bunt is laid down. You got to love it. Underwood fields it, gathers across, throws that one in time for the out at first.
Great job there by number 40 at the second baseman, getting over there and covering that and stretching to make that play and keep that ball from going into right field.
Look, there are so many moving parts on that you've got to do everything right on a bunt coverage, and they did it to perfection. And these are guys that have not had more than about a couple hours to practice together.
Right.
That one up and out of the zone for ball 1. Underwood will come set here out of the stretch, looking at runners at second and third. Rocks back, fires this one. That is lifted over to right field. Going to drop. It's going to be a base hit. One run will come around and score. They're going to hold the other runner, but sliding into second, and now that ball gets away, but a good job at third base to back that one up. And just a tremendous, tremendous shot there from Davis Long, and that is an RBI and doubles up the lead here now at 2-0.
And I think there would have been a chance that runner would have scored on a dry field, but he had to be careful there when you just can't make the turn and plant like you want to on a wet field.
Well, and two, the right fielder was giving chase, and that's one thing I think that held him up on second base was making sure that they didn't run themselves out of an inning there. Another run comes across, and it is 2-0 here. That one misses. Well, Underwood not getting many of the close ones at all.
Here comes Coach.
He's going out there quick. Well, when they run out there, KP, that tells you that it's just a mechanics thing.
Yep.
When they take that slow walk, you're wanting to develop something, but this seems more like,
well,
hey.
You got some action down there in the bullpen for the South. Down there in the bullpen looking, can't see who that is, but I'm sure it's going to more than likely, let's see here.
Well, if they're getting it ready for the South is who they're getting that ready for. So let's take a look who is up next, and that is going to be Revere. Is it 44?
Yep, I believe it's going to be 44, Revere. He's going to be up next after Underwood. So
that is Owen Revere.
Owen Revere
is who that is.
Okay, Owen is out of Assumption. Yep, lefty.
Went out there and talked to him just a little bit, and I think that was more just to settle him down a little bit.
And maybe give Revere a little time to warm up.
That's correct. Usually if you're going to do that, you'll take that slow walk out there to let him finish.
Very true.
That one pushed foul and does come in and get a strike. I don't know what happens on these conversations, but see the good diving grab there by Cole Schexnayder.
Heck of a play there.
Underwood now looks in, gets a sign. Runners at second and third. They trail 2-0 in this one. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Ground ball over to shortstop. Going to have to go across the body. Not in time, and that one gets away in another run. A couple of runs come in on that one. Yep. So Error gets the second run across. The first one, that's an infield single.
That's correct.
But 2 runs do score, and now it is the lone runner at first base.
Yep.
And look, I appreciate wanting to make the play, but it might have been a little easier to hang on to that one here. Oh, my, Wingstop is in the house. You got to love that.
Uh-oh. That is going to bring up Dylan Williams out of Ruston, number 25.
Swung through that one. Big hack at it. They'll look back in now. 4-0. 4 runs on 4 hits. KP in this one is all that it has. It's been some errors by that South team that has done it. That one misses, and Underwood is not pleased with that high strike not getting called.
That's the 5th one of the game for the South.
Misses down low now.
Well, that was the emphasis this year. They brought in the high pitch. LHSA wanted that called, so they made an emphasis to start calling it this year. It is difficult to adjust your strike zone if you've been calling something all your career.
Fisted out towards second base, going to slide in and grab that one. And that is out number 2 of the inning. And that's a big out for Underwood.
Huge out right there.
You want to keep it right here and give your bats an opportunity to get something going.
That's right. That's going to bring up number 19, Drake Parker out of North DeSoto.
That's right. The Griffins there. State champs a year ago, I believe. Pitch misses up and out of the zone. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 down. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one over to third base. They'll gather it in, go across it, bounces up again. And that's just a good job over at first base to block that down. And
Great
keep
job
that there.
Keeping that in front of him without question. Very good job there, keeping that in front of him.
That'll get Blaine Lord back into the game.
Over there at first base,
just trying to find a way to get out of this inning.
that is Rideau over there at first base. Great job keeping that in front of him.
Because, again, if it doesn't, there's no telling how far he goes on it.
All that's right. There's too much foul territory over there.
That one lifted and goes on top of the building that we're in. Ball and a strike now. Looks in, delivers this one, and that one is smoked out to the gap. Got to find a home down there. Gets past him. One run is going to come around, and that is a 2 RBI double. Good piece of hitting, and I'm telling you what, just flat hammered that one into the gap. Let's see if we can take a look at it one more time.
Hammered that ball right in the gap. Great job of hitting there.
You saw the lefty just pull that one, get around on it, and now 6-0, and that's going to do it, we believe, for Underwood, as he is giving up 4 runs.
Should be number 44 coming in the ball game, the lefty.
And it is the lefty coming in.
Yep, that is Owen Revere out of Assumption. Number 44 going to come in the ball game. Try to slow this, get this third out right here.
It is an LV5K pitching change. We invite you to check out LV5K.com. Read all about the butterfly effect. Read all about having a plan. And do us a favor, while you've got your phone out or wherever you're at, go to LV5K.com and just read a little bit about Lauren Vaughn's story and her trek and what went on here and how she left us too early on there, but it's carried on her memory indeed. It is an LV5K pitching change. We'll be right back. Back to work, here we go. New pitcher on the hill, KP, and we talked about him in the LV5K pitching change.
Yep, Owen Rivera is the new pitcher on the mound, lefty, out of Assumption, Louisiana.
Assumption.
Yep, Assumption, the big is Assumption a town or just a school?
It's a parish.
Parish. Okay, I knew that. Trying to keep you 5 runs here on the bottom of the 5th inning for the North, with several of them with 2 outs. So 1-2 count here. Rivera tried to get out of this inning and get in the dugout, get the bats going.
He was scheduled to go 7, 8, 9 in this one, comes in the fifth. So they'll have to make some adjustments to what they're going to do. And that's what we talked to you about, the way the pitching goes, KP, because they've still got 2 7-inning games. They've got 14 innings to go tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. And I know they've got a bunch of pitchers, but, you want to keep as many as you can.
That is a good, clean base hit, and that is going to be the 6th run of this 5th inning that's going to come across. The ball gets away. And the errors continue to mount up for this South team.
And even though you haven't played much together, it's there's 2 things coaches hate. You can't defend a walk, and you just got to make the plays that hit you in the glove that you're supposed to make.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and whoever invented this game, 3 outs, that last out is tough to get, but you cannot give a team. You talked about the percentages of first strike versus first ball as a hitter. You start giving up a 4th and a 5th out to a team in an inning, and it'll just crush you.
No question whatsoever. So
Jackson Garner, another West Monroe product out of there.
Yep.
We'll stand in ready to go. We appreciate the folks here bringing in the wings. And that was the discussion, was bone-in wings or boneless wings on there. Or 7, 8 hours into your broadcast, do you care if it's a chicken nugget or
at this point you don't. I had a couple of crawfish meat pies, so I'm good. But at this point, it doesn't matter at all. We were
that one misses inside. And you wonder, even in an all-star game, if you start to I don't think you expand the strike zone any, especially in
not in this situation. No, you want to call it the same way.
Because you don't want to take away from anybody that's hitting at all.
Correct.
That one fouled straight back, 2 balls and a strike.
And even in a regular season baseball game, 7-0's, I've seen that happen.
That's correct.
I've seen that get flipped. Now, 11-0, 10-0, yeah. And in a normal game, this is the 6th. Yeah, now we're making the zone bigger.
But again, this is a game, and so let's clarify. Yes, it was decided last year on run differential and who.
Sure.
But I don't think any of that matters here whatsoever.
No, I think what matters is, especially with these underclassmen, is getting the experience of playing against the best of the best.
Yep. And we told you, the bulk of all of this. Yesterday they get on campus. They have the showcases this morning. They get a lot of times. They get in front of colleges. These games are simply afterthoughts to what it is.
You get to play the best of the best. There's no, in a lot of high school baseball games, the 7, 8, 9 hitters are not going to hit very well. That's not the case here.
That's not the case here.
That's not the case here. You can have 7, 8, 9 that can hit. You're going to have to get everybody out.
Russ Barrett out of Houghton will stand in there. We have seen him really hit the ball well today. Curveball misses up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. 6-run 5th inning here for the North. That one in there for a strike. And the beauty of this is absolutely none of this matters when they go to sleep and get back out here and go to fight in a couple of games tomorrow.
That's right.
4 games tomorrow. We told you the times tonight. That one lifted high. Going to stay, it's kind of going in that Bermuda's Triangle area, but great job out in right field to come around and pull that one in. Good job of covering a lot of ground out there. You'll see him as the ball leaves the screen. Right field comes in and does that, and that will finally end it for the 5th, KP.
But not before we plate 6 runs from the North to take a 7-0 lead. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports.
Back to work we go here in the, I don't even know where we're at. Top of the 6th. That's where we are.
Top of the 6th.
Wow.
They start to
like
just
Bob Euchre at the end of some of those
they
games.
start just to go together after a while, don't they?
No, heck, I don't know where we are. We play on beautiful Brown Stroud Field here. It is the Bistro on the campus of Northwestern State University.
Yeah.
Appreciate Coach Burt with the nice swag that he dropped off on him. I felt a little like John Gruden opening one of those boxes, you know?
Well,
good-looking pitch there, and that one is off. That is still Quentin Otwell.
Yep,
that
on
is
the
out
mound
there.
for Gina.
It was a grandparents watching from
Anchorage,
Alaska.
Anchorage. Yep.
Down on strikes. Good-looking pitch there, and that will
Nephew from Anchorage, Alaska.
Nephew. There you go. All right.
Yep.
That's what KP in charge of going back and looking at those messages. That strikeout is looking, and as we told you, if you're looking for a bank, check out Sabine State Bank. Locations all over Louisiana. There'll be one right next to you.
Busby is watching, cheering on Blaine Ward. So thank you, Miss Kayla, for the comments.
Look, let me tell you, those that have stuck around to this part of the game, you've heard conversations about chicken nuggets and boneless wings bone-in wings, and you just be lucky that you're not hearing a lot of the conversations that go on during the commercial break.
Yeah, that you get to be a little bit delirious up here when you've been up here since 4 o'clock doing this, but it's been enjoyable. Like I said, Otwell's pitched really well.
Some of the subs starting to make their way in. And subs today, starters tomorrow. They'll all play the same amount of innings. That is Carter Champagne that lines up to third base. It is gloved by Parker Bearden, and that is the out there. But, I mean, that is a hard shot from Champagne that just pulls that ball.
Just one of those things where baseball just has a funny way. I mean, he hit that ball hard right at somebody. But earlier in the game, we had a ball not hit that hard that ended up being right in the hole.
That is quickly 2 up and 2 down, and that's probably the worst thing that could happen to you if you come out and give up that big 6-run inning and then go 1-2-3.
Correct.
That one bounces off the shin guard, I think, of the catcher and bounced away.
If you're the coach, you do not want to see that at all.
This is Maddox Bro again. We saw him hit the ball really well the last time he was at the plate.
We did.
Otwell rocks back, fires this one. Again, ground off that high chopper. You're not going to get Bro. I don't care what you try to whirl and throw. Going to be close, but Bro flies down the line, and he beats that out an infield single. Remind me, what was that movie, Major League, when they would tell him just to bang it into the ground and run it out, and that's what he did. He just hammered that ball off the front of the plate and was able to leg it out. Tremendous base hit there.
Yep, that should bring up, I believe, that's going to be a pinch hitter. It's not going to be Fontenot, I don't believe.
No, this is 49. This is Brody Vicknair.
This
is home run derby champion Brody Vicknair, mind you.
And
that one bounces around. And
Vicknair out of Riverside. He is a senior this year, catcher.
Riverside Academy's Brody Vicknair.
2026 home run derby champion.
Highest exit velo as well at 102.
Well, considering how big and thick this kid is, I can see how he can hit a baseball. He looks
exactly
like a catcher / linebacker, what he looks like.
Indeed, he does. And look, I mean, gets right up on the plate, too.
Yep.
Crushed that one. He's got such a short, compact swing at it, too. You've seen some of those big power hitters that take that big looping swing. Look at him get his toes right up on.
And just quick and short and powerful. That's right.
I want to move in a little bit and look at this just a bit. We'll back out if the ball's put in play, but I want you to see this one. Runner off and going, and that one is hammered back foul again. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Otwell coming out and doing exactly what he should. He's got a 7-run lead. Come out and throw the ball in the zone. Let your defense make the plays behind you.
Absolutely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it all over again. Otwell trying to get this one past Vicknair. Vicknair trying to put the South on the board. That one comes inside. Evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
think they said he hit 2 or 3 out yesterday, which out of this big ballpark is impressive.
Look, that's right.
It's impressive.
Riverside Academy's Vic Nair will try it again, takes that one down low, and that does get the runner over to third base on the stolen base attempt. That is Bro that finds his way over to third base.
That is not Bo Brown back there behind the plate.
Oh, no, we saw Bo throw a couple out in that last game.
Sure
Ended
did.
the game on one, too. And how do you like
Yeah.
that if you're the batter?
Yeah.
When you
Hey,
end
bro,
the game with the bat in your hand.
Here, man. That is a walk for Vic Nair.
Well, Vic Nair, they stay away from him, and that'll put runners now at first and third. And that's going to bring up, it looks like number 29. Is that right?
29 will
Kazanane. Liam Kazanane.
Yep, Liam Kazanane out of St. James.
And they're going to go out there and talk to Otwell again. And,
Yep.
and the 3 innings kind of got off. It is going to be an LV5K pitching change, and they'll give Otwell some love when he comes over there. He threw the ball very, very well.
Very well, very impressed by that young man. Threw the ball excellent, and it should bring in Ian Ellis, I believe, number 7.
Look at the group waiting on him over there.
Yep, great job there from Otwell.
Gina's, yeah.
Yep, should be number 7 on the mound, which is Ian Ellis.
We'll make our
He's
way
supposed
back
to
over
pitch
there.
7 through 9.
Sorry about those people that get caught up in the crossfire on it, but we'll step away. It is an LV5K pitching change. We'll be back right after this. Back we go, and pitching change here in the, let me see, where did I say we were? Top of the 6th inning.
Ian Ellis out of North DeSoto.
Come in relief of Quentin Otwell, who threw the ball very well in the time that he was there. Got out of that bases-loaded jam back in the 3rd, and then made his way all the way here to 2 outs in the 6th inning.
Ellis is a sophomore, 2028 graduate.
This is still Liam Kazanane. Is that who comes to the plate?
Ellis looking to come in here and get this 3rd out of the inning.
And a wild pitch will score Bro, and that'll move the runner up to 2nd as well. But that is the first run to come across for the South in this one.
So Ellis comes in, issues a wild pitch there.
Off and going again, and that one is fouled back. And that will send the runner back to 2nd. Pulled for ripped foul again, and that is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the first pitch that he threw was out of the zone for a wild pitch and got the run across. And he's come back with 2 straight strikes following that.
Trying to get this 3rd out of the inning, keep the score at 7-1.
Runner going again. Good throw off the bag and in time. Throw was there. Good looking play, and we'll take a look at it to get us out of there, KP.
1 run, 1 hit, nobody left on base at the end of 5.5 innings of play. Your score, the North 7, the South 1. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports. Bottom of the 6th, back out here at Brown Stroud Field on the campus of Northwestern State University. For the bottom of the 6th inning, the score 7-1 North over the South. Looks like the pitcher is still going to be for the North is still going to be Rivera. And up to bat, there's number 7. That is Eli Riles out of FCCS, Doug.
Indeed it is. And you look at that. I've got to look back at the roster. So on here, and they've got it last name, first name. And if his name is Riles Eli, I would
agree. Riles Eli, that's what it looks like.
It's Eli Riles, though, is what it is. They just had that one backwards. I go to this sheet and have it on there.
All
I don't want to do that.
Well, we better get that right because we will hear about that.
But, well, look, there is a caveat in our contract that says anything after 11 o'clock, they're on their own. Swung on through that one and down on strikes. He goes. Good-looking pitch. And we'll take a look at it again here. Swinging strike, Sabine State Bank strikeout is
this
there.
This will be my first time to be on the air after 11 o'clock, that's for sure. Not yours, but mine.
Oh, God, not mine, no. We've had some, and it's generally games like this.
Brings up number 15, Davis Long, West Monroe shortstop.
That is Owen Revere that is in there. And Owen's come in and thrown the ball not as tall as some of those that we have seen out there, but he gets a lot of whip in his arm as he brings that pitch around. He throws the ball very well. Got a lot of movement. As we said, those lefties, it's going to tell a little bit.
Our old coach told me one time it is impossible for a lefty to throw the ball straight. That it's going to move. That's just what lefties do.
Rock back and deliver this one. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 1. Moving into the late night hours of this one, that hour-and-a-half rain delay got us good looking hook, but misses off the plate. 2 balls and balls and 2 strikes. Step away, and that's back-to-back strikeouts there for the youngster. We'll look at it again. Back-to-back Sabine State Bank strikeouts. And that is 2 up and 2 down for Owen Revere.
That brings up number 19, Drake Parker from North DeSoto.
They are calling that number 13, and it is. That is Jensen Hurley out of Oak Grove.
My eyes are that bad.
Oak Grove's pitcher.
My eyes are that bad for sure.
A 2029, one of only a couple of rising sophomores that are in this game. And look, if you've got a youngster, but again, he's got great size to him, going to be a sophomore this season. And as I'm going to try to look through, I think there were only a handful of 2029s. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3 on that roster. The bulk of it are the 27s. And a lot of these guys you'll see playing that LBCA senior game next year too.
Yep, absolutely.
Future of baseball in Louisiana continues to be bright. That one pushed foul again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, you go back, it seems like a long time ago, KP, since JC had that 9-pitch, 3-strikeout inning.
Feels like it was yesterday.
Feels like it indeed. That one bounces around, and that evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, I'm glad folks at home can hear us and can't get an odor of this. It's been a long, rain-soaked, sweaty day.
We should have known it was going to be difficult because on the lineup, the coach even wrote his name number in as JC.
I know. That's where I got it from, too.
That's it.
There's the age-old tell. When the catcher gets hit, the umpire generally walks the ball out to the pitcher.
And vice versa.
If you see the catcher walk the ball out, you know that Blue got hit.
Yep. That's correct.
Jensen Hurley will stand in, ready to go. Fouled that one back off of the catcher, and we'll repeat the 2-2 offering. That one is going to stay foul down the line, giving chase, but going to run out of room, and that one gets up into the third base picnic area, bullpen type spot, if you will. Brown Stroud Field is a nice one, the bistro, they call it.
The bistro.
And look, I'm going to tell you, if he gets on base, I'll tell you the story now. Does not, we'll save it. We'll save it. And good news for you guys is, by the time we get back for the top of the 7th, I will have probably forgotten what I was going to tell you. KP?
Well, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base at the end of 6 complete innings of play. Your score 7-1 North over the South. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports.
Finishing up the 7th inning stretch here at Brown Stroud Field, the bistro. And I said even back to the Houghton game, and I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to seem like a dummy. But now that I'm going to tell you, I'm going to appear to be more of a dummy. This is Liam Kazanane, who was there batting on that out, and he promptly lines this one fair down the third base line. Will hustle around, sliding into that padded wall down there. The ball gets away. Thought about third, going to check up and head back to second base. Good piece of hitting there by Kazanane. Where do they come up with the name Bistro?
Actually, I know he told us we were here the first time, and I'm just going to let you do it because I have no idea.
Well, if you look out there, B for Brown, Stroud, S-T-R-O, Bistro. Brown Stroud Field is the Bistro. There you go.
Man, I tell you.
Look, sometimes there's things right in front of your face that you just don't realize.
Yeah, I can't believe you remembered that.
I didn't remember it. I just looked at it.
Okay, well.
Late night wisdom, they call that. They call it something. They call it fatigue and delirium. I know that's what they call it.
There you go. Yes, I agree.
Good leadoff double there as we move. Top of the 7th. We play in this one.
That's correct.
South picked up a run in the top of the 6th. They'll come back and try to get a couple of more here. Chip on a chair, keep hacking away. Again, they go 9. Snap, throw down to the boy. Had him by, my goodness.
Yeah, all the third baseman had to do was hold on to that ball, and he did. Great job down there by number 7, Eli Riles. Great job there, keeping that ball in front of him.
And look, you plant your feet in cement and don't move, and that's exactly what happened there in the batter's box. Can't believe it took me this long to figure out why they call it the Bistro, but well, there you go.
Avery Stutes from North Vermilion at the plate.
First eagle that we've seen, ground ball over to third base, gathered in, and a good-looking play over at third to be made, and that will
Great job
retire
over there by Eli Riles. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, your score, North 7, South 1, and we'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports.
Back at the bottom of the 7th we go. Doug Gann alongside of KP Miles, and Luke Lamont will make his first time into the game. Fouled. That one slipped coming out of the box. Out of St. Fred's, first Warrior that we've seen.
St. Fred's, 2027 graduate, so senior this year coming up.
Yep, St. Fred's rising senior is Lamont.
Still,
that would even things up at a ball and a strike.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is still Rivera out there on the mound.
It is.
Yep.
And they'll look. I've got to believe they'll look to get as much out of Rivera now as they can.
I would
Owen
think so.
Came in, and you see zero activity out in that bullpen. Generally, a starter's like, look, go out there and get you some.
Mm-hmm.
And he's throwing the ball very well. Look, I've been impressed with the way he's thrown the ball tonight.
I agree.
Ground ball number over towards the dugout is where it's going to go, and that is going to even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Glenn Brooks, Darren Hollingsworth is in the on-deck circle, number 12.
The Apaches there out of near Menden. We went up and did a Glenbrook Apache softball tournament. Head coach Tyler Cox and company made his first trip as a coach down to Sulphur this year in softball, but great community up there at Glenbrook.
There's a lot of places you went and did softball this year.
Oh, God, is there. We're going to do a lot of them in Sunline next year. I can promise you that. The old card didn't like that. I got in it today. It's like, we're not going far.
Well, luckily with the defending state champion Pineville Rebel Ladies softball and Ash, they're going to have a couple of good teams next year.
Indeed, they will. There's no doubt about it. The Lady Eagles
Buckeyes
will be
always
back at
good.
Menard. Buckeye coach Justin Keys. And we cover baseball and softball, I think, better than anybody does. Fly ball lifted out to center field.
Yep.
And that is going to be out number 1 here
How many
in
seniors
the bottom
did
of
the
the
Menard
7th.
Lady Eagles graduate this year?
Softball? 2.
So there
2.
should be, Coach.
Happen to be pretty good players, though.
Yep, they did.
Both part of that state championship basketball or state championship softball team from a year ago,
Yep.
and state runner-up basketball team this year. This is going to be Darren Hollingsworth out of Glenbrook. KP told us about it. He was on deck a moment ago. The Apache shortstop steps in.
Yep.
Good-looking curveball there from Revere.
Going to put Parker Bearden from Claiborne Christian in the on-deck circle.
Misses somewhere.
Parker Bearden is the on-deck hitter.
That one off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, you go up. Menden, a great community there. We enjoyed being there. So we came across this Glenbrook team. We did the Diamond World Series last year, and the host team was Menden. And a lot of those young ladies played for Glenbrook or in that Glenbrook system. That one fouled back and out of play. Oh.
I have an aunt. My Aunt Susan Hunter lives in Menden, has a school there. She's not from Winfield, but she lives there in Menden. Lived there pretty much her whole life.
Well, we look forward to being back in Glenbrook again next season. That one having to hurry to make the throw. Across the diamond he goes, and what a good-looking play over there.
What a great play over there by number 34, which is Noah Detweiler out of South Terrebonne. Great play there by Detweiler.
Got to believe that is Detillier.
Detillier.
Noah Detillier. You got to remember that team's from the south, not the north. That would make.
Look here, Detillier. That sounds good. I like it.
I understand.
Yep, that's right. It's going to bring up Parker. I believe that's number 3. It is. And number 3 is Parker Bearden.
Parker Bearden out of Claiborne Christian.
Claiborne Christian. That's right.
Look, perennially fighting for a state championship. Swung on and missed, and good looking. Look, I'm telling you what, they are not missing on a swing at all. They're not going to get cheated out of one.
No. Again, swinging hard in case you hit it.
Swung through that one, and Revere's strikeout total continues to climb, KP.
Sure does. After 7 complete innings of play, your score, North 7, South 1. We'll be right back here in one moment on 446 Sports.
Back here we go in the top of the 8th we play.
Yep. Riverside's Colton Diamond is up at the plate.
Colton Diamond will step in.
First baseman, 2027 grad. Facing.
Yeah, this is Ellis that came in.
Still
yeah.
Ellis on the mound.
Ian Ellis.
You would think that with the lead, you're probably going to get Ellis for the rest of this game for the North.
I would believe so. You get into a point now where you're saving arms. That is a high chopper going to be. Oh, it took that little twist again. We've seen several balls do that. Watch this on the replay as that ball that's chopped over the mound, hit out right in front of the plate, and then it'll just take a right turn right here.
It's that spin. The turf catches it, kind of puts a little different spin on it. That's going to bring up number 42. That is Jordan Reynolds out of Vanderbilt Catholic.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's Jordan Reynolds. That's where Coach Menard is, right?
That's right. His teammate Crash Menard's here playing along with the other teammate.
That gets him, too. That's going to hit him on his arm, and that'll put runners at first and second. So the first two batters get on for the South here in the top of the 8th.
Going to bring up 37, Cooper Foshi out of Bell Chase. Bell Chase is Cooper Foshi.
So it's Cheaux.
Yep.
And I gotta think show.
Fosho?
Man, if not, it's a great, but that's a solid base hit for show.
For show. That's right. For show with a base hit.
That's just a great name. When I saw that when I was going through the rosters, I was like, man, I just love that.
If it wasn't for show, that's what it should be.
It's got to be, yes.
Cooper for show. That's going to bring
up. But look, it comes up there, and we talked about that earlier. You coming up there and hacking because you know that the pitcher's wanting to establish the zone. It's going to be a good pitch that you see, and he drives that one over there, and that's a base hit. Loads him up.
Loads him up with nobody out for, looks like, I'm trying to see what number that is.
That went in there for a strike.
No balls, one strike. Looks like, I think that's Maddox Bro from South Terrebonne, I think.
34 it is, and that is Noah Detillier.
No,
you got to remember, he was up.
Noah Detillier, who just made the great play at third base over there, now gets a chance to drive a run in.
Can make some noise if this South team, and that's why we look. And we say this, got to at least once every game is what makes baseball the greatest sport that there is, because you can't take a knee. You can't hold the ball. You got to give your opponent their outs. Chipping a chair, man, is what you get in this game. Swung
9
on.
innings, 27 outs.
That's right. You got to give it all to them. It's a good-looking pitch. Way to come back there by Ellis.
For out number 1, that's going to bring up number 30. That is Carter Champagne out of Erath.
Look, if you don't think that's a big strikeout with the bases loaded, well, that could have changed the way this goes.
Well, as coaches always say, now you're one pitch away. You're
are.
one pitch away from getting out of this inning.
And look, if you're the North, you're okay to stay back and trade an out for a run. Double play depth up the middle.
Yep.
Normal position. Big time hack at it there and swung on and missed. And now down 0-2.
To me, that's where this game has changed. It used to be you just put this ball into play and drove the run in. You didn't take the big hack. Now it's
pushes that one just foul down the line to that padded brick wall.
Now it's kind of like in the NBA. If you shoot enough threes, the numbers say they're going to go in. If you take enough big hacks here, the numbers say, I guess you're going to drive in some runs.
Well, and that's the difference, too. You're looking for a big inning as you work your way around the 8th inning. Down by 6. Swung through that one. Took a little something off of it. Pulled the string, and that is a Sabine State Bank strikeout.
Sure is for out number 2.
I think Ian might have just wanted to get things interesting. He says, look,
like
I'm going to load him up, and then I'm going to strike out the side.
Looks like it. That is going to bring up number 26. That is Maddox Bro.
Boy, Maddox has hit the ball so well tonight.
He has.
Scored that one run earlier, didn't he?
This is who you want up if you're the South in this situation.
Takes that one off the plate for ball 1.
Your coach Chad Bro here. I mean, you're wanting him in this position.
Yeah, this is your guy.
Coach Menard, sorry.
Ellis looks in, fires this one at his ground ball over to second base. bobbled there across the diamond and in time for the out. We'll take a look at it one more time to get us to the end of the 8th. Ground ball is there, comes up, gathers himself, fires across, and just by a half a step. My goodness, KP.
Great job right there, but no runs on 2 hits. 3 runners left on base. 7-1, North over the South. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports.
Back to work we go here in the bottom of the 8th we play, KP.
Yep, Jace looked very good from Letcher. It's going to be the new pitcher.
There you get a good
for
look
the South.
at him. His battery mate behind the dish, Brody Vicknair.
Yep, number 49, Brody Vicknair out of Riverside. They are going to be facing
Let's 17's see. On deck.
Yep, I can't see who's up right there.
It's number 1.
Number 1, that is going to be
Christian Ashworth.
Christian Ashworth out of North DeSoto.
That's right. Again, 3 North DeSoto guys in this one.
And then behind him is going to be number 17, Bishop Nolan out of Neville High School.
So pitching change out there now. You get a good look at that. Can I tell you, it's getting late here at the Bistro. That one off the plate for ball 1. We play in the bottom of the 8th.
If you hear any snoring on the way home, Doug, just ignore me.
Oh, geez, look, I'll be asleep before we get to the interstate.
No. No.
And that's bad news considering I'm driving.
That's correct. Yeah.
Now we'll make the quick trip home, turn around, and come back out here. 2 balls and 1 strike now following that one. And delivers this one down low. 3-1 here to the leadoff hitting Christian Ashworth. Good hack at it right there, too. I mean, a big-time cut. As we told you, Jace very good comes in to pitch here. Played, there's hits 8 in the lineup, was a designated hitter to get things off, and KP tells us that he was scheduled to throw tomorrow if things would have worked out like they did.
Yeah, I believe so. So that is going to bring up, that's a walk there to number 1, Christian Ashworth. Going to bring up the
Bishop Nolan.
Bishop Nolan from Neville, 2027 senior this year, outfielder.
Actually, it says here Nolan Bishop, so that may be another one that was backwards.
Okay. Nolan Bishop. Neville played for Coach Paul Guerrero there. Runner breaks from first, throw down to second.
Can I tell you, the catcher play in this game has been ridiculous.
It has been just as good we had great catcher play earlier in the day from Bo Brown, and now back there Vicknair just comes up, and not only does he win home run contests, he throws runners out, and that kid was out by a foot.
Look, I mean, just the pop time, getting the ball down there quickly, and that'll help you out as much as a double play will. That one misses off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Correction.
Nolan Bishop from Neville.
Downs that one down the line. It's going to work its way into the corner.
That may be 3. He rounds. Nope, he stops at second base.
Yeah, they're going to hold on to him there.
Good job there from Bishop.
And I know you're trying to get things going here if you're the North. And how often does that happen, though? You get a guy thrown out and the next one up comes up and gets a pretty good hit. And that's going to get James Gregory
to the plate. Yeah. Oak Grove, 2029, one of those youngsters.
Another one of those rising sophomores that will play. Boy, it's hard to believe the 2030s are making their way into college. That means I've been out of school.
You just quit saying that?
40. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I graduated in 91. I know exactly what you mean.
Well, you don't, because I was in the 80s. So there you go. That one bounces off the shin guard again of Vignair, and that's going to move Nolan over to third base now.
Yep, 1991 for me, and it's every day I wake up, I feel it.
Don't forget, we'll be back. The North will play the East, the North will play the West, the South will play the East, the South will play the West, and you get the idea of how things work here. And we'll do all of that at 9, at 11:30, at 2, and at 4:30.
Good-ish. You hope.
Ish.
You
that
hope.
One in there for the strike.
Yep. Your last game's supposed to start at what time?
4:30.
I got 20 says it don't start till 5:30.
I pass. El Paso.
Okay. All right.
El Paso.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're taking anything that starts before the 4:30 time. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes he goes.
Great job there from Farragut.
Yeah, comes back and continues to throw. And here comes another big one to the plate. This is
yes, it is.
Man, I'm telling you, this is
number 9,
Shepherd
Jackson.
Brown. Oh, is that 9? All right.
I think that's 9.
Yeah, that's 9.
5, Shepherd Brown out of West Monroe.
Needless to say, it's another big player from West Monroe. That one off the plate.
The good thing is I was wrong and you were wrong. We're both wrong. So, I mean, yeah, neither one of us got it right.
I think we started with Shepherd Brown. But in our defense, that top of that 5 is squeezed a little bit.
Or we're just old and can't see one of the two.
Either way.
Yeah.
Good hack at it. And look, these guys, and I love it. Look, he's trying to put that one in the trees till he gets to 2 strikes. And then choke up, you put it in play. 7-1 lead, too. You can get after it a little bit as well. That one smashed over towards third base and gloved by the third base coach and make it a ball and 2 strikes. Very good with a chance to get out of this one here. Jace has come back. He's trying to strand that runner at third. Struck out the last man he faced. He steps off. Now we'll go to the windup. Peers over the glove and looks in. Shepherd now waiting. He'll rock back and fire. Well, very good. Throws that one down low.
Ooh. Vignair thought it was strike 3.
Like he was trying to catch the runner off of third a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Brown looks out at Farragut, throws that one off the plate. And now after being way ahead of the ball in 2 strikes, he has run the count full, has Jace. Just rock back, fire this one. Ground ball over to third base, stabs at it, comes across the diamond and in time.
That's another play over there from Didier. That's a great play at third base.
Yeah, Detillier doing a good job at third, and you see him come across the diamond. Watch him kind of stab at it, gather himself in across the diamond. He goes and in time, and that'll do it here in the 8th, KP.
After 8 complete innings of play, your score, the North 7, the South 1. We'll be right back here in just one moment on 446 Sports.
Boy, you know you're at a ball game when Sweet Caroline starts cascading through. And look at this crowd on their feet. I don't care what time it is. They are going crazy here at the Bistro. My goodness.
Best song of all time right there.
Top of the ninth, we play here in this one. Leading things off will be the home run derby winner, Brody Vickner out of Riverside Academy. I'd love to see him get a hold to one.
That would be nice.
Got a hold of it over to third base where it's gathered in. Across the diamond he goes and in time, and that is out number one. We'll take a look at it again as Vickner comes in and grounds that over to third. Just a good routine ground ball, but I don't think anything has been routine tonight. Good job over at third by Parker Bearden.
That's going to bring up Liam Kazanine from St. James, number 29.
Takes that one in there for strike one. Don't forget, we'll be on the air in the morning at 8 or later this morning at 8:45. First pitch scheduled for 9-ish.
Doug Gannon, Marshall Leffler on the
Marshall
call.
Leffler will join me here in the press box tomorrow. Should be a good one.
At this rate, I'll be taking a day off work tomorrow to recover, but
oh no, grind on through this one, and then our short-lived vacation is over as we'll start covering some 7-on-7 football in the Sinlon League before we head down to Baton Rouge for that 7v7 tournament on Saturday. And wow, does it go from baseball to football in one day?
Apparently.
My goodness. Fouled back and out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Fills the count up. I think everybody is
a little bit tired.
Giving executive director Tim O'Neill his money's worth in this. Without a doubt. That one fouled back as well. That'll keep it at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tough crowd in here tonight, I'll tell you.
It's definitely a bunch of coaches, that's for sure.
It's a great thing that our mics only pick up directly in front of us,
definitely
too.
Definitely a bunch of coaches, that's for sure.
A one-out walk that will get the young man down there. That is Kazanane that draws the walk. And this is going to be Jace Fairgood that steps
38.
in. Came in and threw the ball well in the time he was here. Watches that across the plate for strike one. EKP, one of the things that I've been impressed with the most is the play of the catchers. East, west, south, north, doesn't matter.
We've had some good catchers, no doubt, no question.
Look, these scouts that are in town, pay attention to the catchers that have been in this game tonight. And I guess I don't have to tell you that. If you're a scout, you probably have it figured out already. But the catcher play has been pretty solid.
You see that look the umpire gave that dugout over there?
No. What did they do?
They did not go get the foul ball.
Oh, yeah. He won't like that at all.
He does not. He will not like that one bit. Not in the bottom of the top of the 9th inning after he's been here as long as he's been here.
Yeah, the rain added about an hour and 30 minutes to the day, but that's all right. We're smacked over to third, backing up, and, boy, that just happens to you every time when you back. Careful over there. Sliding into third he goes, and that's just a lot going on on one play. Let's take a look back at all of it and just see. You'll see the ball that gets hit over towards that third base side. They're going to come out there, so that'll give us an opportunity to look at it. That is smashed down there. And you're in that in-between moment where do I come up and play it or do I step back? And I don't think anything good ever comes from backing up on a ball rather than coming up and playing it before that hop. And then the pitcher coming across kind of trips over to third, sliding in, and now all of that, you got runners at second and third here.
Yep, I would agree. You're probably better off charging that ball.
7-1, North leads this one. It was on the heels of that 6th-run 5th inning that they had. I think it was 4 errors in that inning by the South.
Stutes at the plate.
Don't forget this game, the prior game, are all up on our YouTube channel forever. If you've got a Roku TV, just download the 446 Sports app. It doesn't cost you a nickel. You can do that. If you are watching along on our Facebook or YouTube, make sure that you leave us a comment where you're watching from. Hit that follow or that subscribe, and you can keep up with everything. Every time we go live tomorrow, it'll ding that little bell, and you'll know it here. Lift it out to center field. Don't think it's deep enough to score the runner, but they're going to come in, let the throw go by. Was not cut off. Kind of bobbled off, sliding into second there. And a little bit of a collision over at third, but that is a sac fly that will score the second run of the game for the South. 7-2 now. But, again, they trade the out.
For the run for the out.
Two outs in this one. So getting that in, and I think you were going to score that no matter what.
Right.
You thought maybe with him charging like that from center field that he'd have an opportunity to make a play there, but it short hops and bounces across that mound. If it gets across it on the throw, it may skip up into the catcher. It didn't, and there are two outs and a run across.
Looks like this is number 35, Diamond at the plate, Colin Diamond. Riverside.
Colton Diamond there, another Riverside Academy player here in Vic Nair. That one misses the outer half, and that will bring us to 2-1 count. Again, two outs in this one. Top of the ninth we play. That one across the knees, called for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down.
Deuces wild.
7-2 in this one. Pitch comes across and down on strikes looking, and that is
the ball game.
A Sabine State Bank strikeout. We'll let you watch it to end it. Remember, on that strikeout looking, if you're looking for a bank, you won't strike out if you check out Sabine State Bank. 7-2. The North wins this one. Again, South plays East and West. North plays East and West tomorrow, and that'll be our 4 games that you will see. We'll be back on the air at 8:50 or so in the morning. That's going to wrap up our coverage. And we did get out of here on the same day that we started. So there you go. That'll take care of us tonight. KP, great job in Game 1. Appreciate you being there. Game 2 as well.
Yes, sir.
Had a blast with it all season long, and looking forward to visiting with you more. If you end up getting out of there and want to come up tomorrow, come up and do that. Yeah, great job tonight.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here. Enjoy y'all's games tomorrow.
Absolutely, that'll do it. You'll see Duck Ann and Marshall Leffler tomorrow beginning at 8:50. Until then, for KP Miles, for Executive Director Tim O'Neill, Coach Chris Bertram, and all of us here at the Bistro, we'll see you in the morning. God bless you all, and good night.